Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. DeepEval Framework, Episode 10 of 18. Testing a language model on 5 manual prompts is cute, but when you are upgrading to a new model version, those 5 prompts will not tell you if you broke edge cases across hundreds of historical interactions. To be production ready, you need a robust, version-controlled repository of truth. That is what the evaluation dataset provides. An evaluation dataset in DeepEval is simply a structured collection of items called goldens. Before we go further, we need to clear up a common misconception. Developers often confuse a golden with a test case. They are not the same thing. A golden is the raw dataset row. It contains your static testing parameters, like the user input, the expected output, and the retrieval context. It represents the ideal scenario. A golden only becomes a test case later, at runtime, after your live application processes the input and injects its actual output. The golden is the blueprint, while the test case is the executed result. Let us ground this in a specific scenario. You have a historical log of 500 customer support queries saved in a CSV file. You want to rigorously test a new modal version against this exact set of queries. You do not need to write custom parsing logic. You simply initialize an evaluation dataset and use the built-in method to add data from a CSV file. You pass the file path and define a mapping. You tell the dataset which CSV column corresponds to the user input, which maps to the expected output, and which contains the context. The framework handles the parsing and constructs 500 goldens in memory. You can do the exact same thing with a JSON file, mapping the JSON keys to the golden fields. Here is the key insight. The evaluation dataset controls a specific lifecycle that bridges your static data and your dynamic evaluation pipeline. First, you load and store your goldens in the dataset. Next, during your test run, you iterate through the dataset. You extract the input from each golden, feed it to your live language model, and capture the generated response. You then attach that live response to the golden and convert it into an official test case. Finally, you pass that complete test case to your metrics for scoring. This keeps your raw data completely separated from your execution logic. Up until now, we have described single-turn datasets, one user input, one expected output. But many applications involve chat interfaces. For this, DeepEval supports multi-turn datasets. Instead of a flat input string, a multi-turn dataset contains a sequence of interactions. A single multi-turn golden holds the entire conversation history, tracking how the user and the system interact over multiple steps. This allows your metrics to evaluate the flow and context retention of a conversation, rather than isolating a single isolated reply. Structuring your data into formal evaluation datasets guarantees that every prompt tweak and model swap is measured against a strict, unvarying historical standard. Thanks for listening. Happy coding, everyone.